following voices are AI generated. We hope you enjoy the video.
Okay, guys, I know this movie isn't the best, but it's still another memorable movie from 2004 that everyone often quotes.
White Chicks is a movie that I was forced to watch with the crew back in the day. I'd rather have a Shrek 2 and Spider-Man 2 marathon than this.
Listen, boys, it's a guilty pleasure. Yes, the movie doesn't have the best writing, but you can tell this early 2000s movie had a charm. Plus, you can see the actors having fun with their roles.
I guess Amy has a point. The Wayans brothers are underrated comedians, but their later works aren't as good as the earlier ones.
There are a lot of movies to review, and Amy wanted us to watch it again so we can tell the fans our opinion on the film. We haven't seen the movie since 2010, when the current/meta era Sonic crew replaced us in the games.
And speaking of opinions, current/meta Knuckles said in the review of The Knuckles Show that I will do a review of Ella Enchanted with the girls. Cream, Blaze, and Rouge will do a roundup of chick flicks with me soon.
That video will be awesome. Chick flicks are fun and sometimes goofy, and in a way, White Chicks is also a chick flick.
Enough with this crap. Let's just watch the damn movie.
1 hour and 45 minutes later.
That was hilarious. Seeing the Wayans brothers having wacky hijinks as white heiresses was comedy gold.
I know, right? And Terry Crews' character Latrell trying to navigate high society etiquette? Priceless!
Even athletic buffoons can be entertaining in the right setting. And I think Amy's voice cracked. Now what? Is someone interrupting our video again?
It's the dad-to-be Dreamcast/Adventure era Sonic. What brought you here?
Easy there. 4Kids Sonic. Just the one and only OG Blue Blur. I heard you were watching a quote-unquote movie.
Yeah, it's called White Chicks. Hilarious black human undercover FBI agents disguised as human white socialites. You gotta see it.
White Chicks? No thanks. I hate it with a burning passion. The makeup looked like they dipped their heads in a vat of taffy, and the entire premise is just not good looking back at it. It's no wonder no one has done something as drastic as this today because of the current culture in humans. I saw the movie back when it was made in 2004, and even then, I hated it.
Hey, it's full of fun jokes.
More like a lazy racist stereotype, 4Kids Amy. Race and gender swapping for laughs? Like I said, it aged like milk. So what if it's funny, big whoop?
Dreamcast Sonic does have a point. The concept could have been handled with more nuance.
Come on, lighten up. It's not trying to win an award. It's just dumb fun.
Dumb fun doesn't excuse bad taste. This movie wouldn't have been made today, and I hate the year 2004 because it was the last year I was in the games, and you three hedgehogs replaced me, my Amy, Shadow, and the rest of my friends the very next year.
Is that why you were so bitter about having a love-hate relationship with Mariah Carey and Chris Jericho?
And that you make fun of our show, Sonic X?
I remember you wanted to be in my game Shadow the Hedgehog, but Sega declined because us 4Kids Sonic crew already signed a contract to be in the games after Sonic X wrapped up. Fun fact, in 2005, the wrestler Rockstar and diva singer had their albums the same year we joined the games.
Sorry for being off topic, ladies and gentlemen. It's a very long story. Do you want popcorn? Adventure era Sonic?
I'll pass. Stick to saving the world and leave the comedies to the humans and the ones who can actually write comedy and not this offensive crap you just watched.
His loss. More Brittany and Tiffany for us.
Boys will be boys. Ironically, in the movie, they become girls.
Wait, didn't you say 2004 was your last year in the games? Dreamcast Sonic? You also said that 2004 had bad movies too. Sure, that year was cheesy, but it was still entertaining. If anything, 2013 was the year that almost every big movie was trash.
Yeah, for once, I agree with the 4Kids edgelord.
Now, I remember. We did a video of movies that were made in 2004 with Shrek and SpongeBob, and we only focused on the best movies and our memories, and Dreamcast/Adventure era Sonic came to our recording booth after we left, and he mentioned the bad movies we left out.
Indeed. It was full of franchises with oversaturation.
Like what? Were they bad movies?
Hell yeah, there were bad movies in there. Christmas with the Cranks, Garfield, Agent Cody Banks 2, Super Babies Baby Geniuses 2, and the worst of it all, Catwoman.
Oh God, no. We don't talk about Catwoman. A piece of cat shit movie.
It was a cinematic abomination, an insult to feline agility everywhere. Shitty writing, awful editing, poor respect for the source material. Catwoman was so bad that even the actress Halle Berry herself hated the movie, and she was the main star.
Okay, maybe 2004 isn't so perfect. At least White Chicks doesn't involve Halle Berry struggling in a leather jumpsuit.
Bullshit. Even Catwoman, for all its flaws, had some semblance of action and intrigue. White Chicks is just noise.
Come on, Adventure Era Sonic! Don't you have any sense of humor?
Humor. This? It's like watching a herd of flicky flail around, mindless entertainment for the lowest common denominator.
Another point I can agree with.
But we were having fun.
Then aim higher, Werehog boy. There are far better comedies out there.
Ugh, the nerve on this guy. Still can't believe he's me, but with a different voice and personality. I hope none of your 6 kids inherit your judgy sass. I can see why Sega got rid of you because of your attitude.
No, it was because they wanted your voice in the games so it can be consistent with your mid-anime Sonic X.
Okay, both of you Sonics need to calm down. Dreamcast Sonic just doesn't get good slapstick. How about I can make you a chili dog after the video, Sonic, my darling?
Thanks, Amy. Maybe this next bit of trivia will finally convince him to enjoy the movie again.
It's worth noting that this film was Terry Crews's breakout role.
Terry Crews? The big buff human that used to be a football player?
That's the guy, Sonic. Apparently, he was initially typecast for more action-oriented roles, but White Chicks allowed him to showcase his comedic timing.
Wow, I never knew that.
According to Rob Schneider, Adam Sandler saw White Chicks and loved the scenes involving Terry Crews. Since then, he went on to become a mainstay in Adam Sandler comedies, proving his versatility as an actor. Sure, the Adam Sandler movies were not good, but Terry Crews became a household name.
Whoa, that's actually pretty cool. Maybe White Chicks did have some unexpected benefits.
Fine. Maybe it wasn't a complete cinematic wasteland, but don't expect me to laugh at Terry Crews as Latrell dancing while wearing glow-in-the-dark bracelets and techno music blasting in the nightclub.
Hey, gotta take baby steps, right?
As for the plot itself, it's a by-the-numbers story of 2 brothers, Marcus and Kevin, as FBI agents sent to protect hotel heiresses at a fashion event in the Hamptons.
During a car ride, an accident occurred, and the real Brittany and Tiffany screamed bloody murder over a busted lip and a scratched nose. I've been slapped and hit in the face by countless robots, and I don't complain. Humans can be so sensitive with their appearance compared to hedgehogs.
Since the ladies were freaked out, Marcus and Kevin made a bold decision. They stepped in, filling in for them, and because of their race and genders being different, they went all out putting on makeup and prosthetics to disguise themselves. Hence where the White Chicks came in.
Marcus and Kevin as Brittany and Tiffany ended up meeting 3 women named Lisa, Tori, and Karen, who were the friends of the original sisters. And by the end of the movie, they actually liked them more than the original sisters.
And guess what? They stayed friends in the end. Even if the 3 women found out Marcus and Kevin as Tiffany and Brittany were revealed to be men in drag.
The climax was a stereotypical fashion show, and it vomits of early 2000s cheesiness. The music, the fashion choices, and the shenanigans that happened once the villains got involved. Despite us giving away spoilers, it's not much worth bringing up since it's too predictable and nonsensical.
What my Dreamcast/Adventure era counterpart meant to say is that Latrell took a bullet to save the day, and the villains were arrested and taken away.
Latrell thankfully survived, and oddly enough, he was appalled when he found out that Marcus is not white, not that he is a man.
And it was so sweet of Tori, Lisa, and Karen that they liked Kevin and Marcus as Brittany and Tiffany than the real Brittany and Tiffany. Those bootleg Paris Hiltons were whiny and bitchy compared to Kevin and Marcus. It's no wonder Tori, Lisa, and Karen were supportive of the men disguised as women.
Still to this day, despite the popularity of the movie, a sequel was teased, and it's been 20 years since this film came out.
Maybe it's a good thing we don't have a sequel. I've said this once and I'll say it again. White Chicks won't get a sequel. It won't fly today, and it never will. The actors are too old to do it again. Not to mention, a remake or reboot would be equally as bad, if not worse.
Dreamcast Sonic is somewhat right. A sequel is a little too late. They had the chance in the mid-2000s for a White Chicks sequel, but after their later movies Little Man and Dance Flick, the Wayans brothers were running out of gas. At least Marlon Wayans is still relevant.
That's all for today, ladies and gentlemen. White Chicks is a guilty pleasure movie from 2004.
It may be offensive to some, but to us, it's hilarious and full of silly, memorable moments.
Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share.
Remember to click on the bell so you can't miss future videos.
And spread the word. Follow us on TikTok and stick around and stay tuned for more new videos.
We got tons of new videos on the way. More reviews, chats, and gameplay. Now, let's go and have chili dogs.
Finally, something I can agree on.
Meanwhile, almost done calibrating the Miles Electric prototype. This baby's gonna revolutionize hoverboard travel.
So the hedgehogs talked about the early 2000s decade with that ogre, sponge, and human boy genius. These fashion trends were weird looking back at it. What's with all the low-rise jeans, barely holding anything in? We don't even wear pants. All I wore were trucker hats with rouge and shadow.
Maybe it's because it's a human thing, Knuckles. Speaking of humans, if Sonic, Amy, and Shadow can do a video on movies in 2004, maybe next year we can talk about movies from 2005. We could bring Rouge and Cream with us. A double-date movie night and video for the fans.
Movie night? Wasn't Sonic hogging the TV with that White Chicks thing?
Oh, don't worry, they're done with it, it's over. They're probably reviewing more 2004 movies next. But hey, guess what? 2005 is a much better year for films, in my personal opinion. Take a look at these old DVDs.
Whoa, these are classics. It's hard to believe they're about to be 20 years old next year. Oh my God, you got Madagascar? Heard that the Penguin Crew is hilarious. It's one of my favorite DreamWorks movies.
Got that? Plus Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Fantastic Four, Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Wait, the last one with the lava powers in the dream world? No thanks, it's monkey crap. The CGI hurts my eyes.
Sorry, I have the Shark Boy and Lava Girl DVD because the movie used to be mine and Cream's favorite film that year, and I guess everyone still hates it. But there's more! King Kong's back on the big screen, and the Chronicles of Narnia looks like a fantasy epic.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Forget boring fashion trends, music, old parties, and all that other stuff the hedgehogs, human boy, ogre, and sponge talked about. Movie night is gonna be bonkers.
Just promise not to eat all the burgers and tortilla chips before Sonic and the others get back.
No promises, Tails, but hey, maybe I'll share a bite or two.
You're a menace, Knuckles, but a fun one.
Now let's call Cream and Rouge to talk about movies from 2005 for a video next year.
Now that the video is completed for real this time, let's say the thing together, Knuckles.
Jolly idea, Tails. Peace out and rock on.